Welcome once again. Welcome to your show. Welcome to Live with Chatufa. Mnangagwa, in his failures, begins an onslaught on businesses through Zimra. We have always been seeing problems with what the ZANU-PF government is doing in Zimbabwe. From day one, the way that they implement their policies is so wrong. That is why there is always a problem at the end of the day. And when there are problems, they want to quickly come back and start to attack civilians and citizens, and that is very unfortunate. It is not going to help out in any way. The idea of wanting to use this command style, we have always been saying it, that command economics is never going to work. The militarization of the economy is not going to help the economy at all. This is getting to a serious situation where we even have some individuals who are ZANU-PF beginning to come out to speak truth to power. When you start to see those that are in ZANU-PF also coming out to begin to talk and saying things as they are, telling the other colleagues of theirs the right things that must be done, then you must now get to know that things are not getting well already. Things are wrong somewhere. So Mnangagwa, for him to start to want to use Zimra to go around and victimizing businesses, victimizing companies, small companies, big companies, retailers, and everyone, this is not going to be helping out. There is no government that we have ever seen that goes, running behind the economy and trying to force it to work. The economy runs itself. It runs itself with proper policies and all that is needed to make the economy stable, put in place and watched. The economy is actually more of being monitored. It's more of being monitored, not enforced, like what we always see with the ZANU-PF and the Emerson Mnangagwa's administration. So whatever they may try, I wish somebody would tell them. They have their own friends. People like Nick Mangwana will be very quick to want to jump and start to announce, and you'll be happy. I've always told you that Nick Mangwana is always very happy when there are like some kind of measures or rules or laws that are being put in place to make life even more painful and difficult for the Zimbabwean people. He's so happy to quickly run to announce it. Right. So Nick Mangwana here says this is Zimra has launched nationwide blitz against businesses evading taxes and and undermining the local currency by rejecting the ZIG currency or falsely claiming that their point of sale machines are out of service. Just imagine. You now want to start to run to businesses and want to punish businesses for rejecting the ZIG. Yet the very same government of Mnangagwa, Nana Nick Mangwana, are the people that have refused that ZIG to begin with. ZIG was supposed to be accepted by government first before they can expect somebody else to accept it. So Kudza MTC is one of those Varakashis. But I'm beginning to see him quite a lot now talking the truth to power. I saw him also talking during the time of Starlink. When ZANU-PF was trying to block Starlink, we saw him speaking with some of a few other Varakashis supporting the idea of allowing Starlink to work. So Kudza MTC says, yeah, that's good, but they need to ask, why are people rejecting the currency? Why? This is the most important question. Why are people rejecting that currency? Instead, ZANU-PF does not want to go that direction. They don't want to go there. They would rather be pointing fingers. They would rather be, attacking other people, arresting people, or torturing people over the very situation without them wanting to go and find out why. Because that's the simplest route. People must just sit down and ask themselves, where are we going wrong? Not what can we do again? Not it's a where are we going wrong? Why is it that the people and us we seem like we are not flowing together? What is the problem? So he says here, it starts with the government itself rejecting the currency. Lead by example. Demand your own currency for taxes, and businesses will have no choice but to accept it. Right? Even if they would do that, even if they would right now say we just want to use the ZIG and it's going to be ZIG only, the economy of Zimbabwe is not self-sustaining. We are not productive. There are no industries, there are no factories, there's no productivity. That is where things will get wrong. If you simply wake up and declare that you want like what most of Farakashi are saying out there. They are just saying, no, 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 it's high time, just declare our currency the only legal tender. Varakashi, with their brainless heads, they are quick to make noises about things that they don't understand. Because once you do that at this juncture, at the current situation of the economy right now, you've totally destroyed it. Totally. Because the moment anybody gets their zig, whether it's a business person, where do they take it to? Because you don't have any banks that are able to give foreign currency for people to be able to go and make orders for their businesses. It means whoever will sell their goods and get a zig, they are stuck. The next thing that they do is they close shop because they can't proceed anymore. So these are things that can be done, but they don't have just to be done in some kind of military way. No, you have to be very pragmatic. You have to be very practical and very truthful. And then these things are done at the right times in a proper way. That would help to save Zimbabwe. But unfortunately, it's painful that in Zimbabwe, we have people with brains, we have big brains in Zimbabwe, but we don't have a listening leadership. If they were listeners and could also engage and consult with other people that are in these areas or in these sectors, they would be getting quite good advices. The problem is they want to just operate as politicians. They don't want to allow technocrats who have nothing to do with saying Pamberi or going to rallies or what. No, people that are simply, following their own rules and regulations of their profession, and they do work without the influence of the politician. But unfortunately, that's not what is happening, and that is why we find ourselves in the situation that we are in our country. Zimbabwe will never rise until ZANU-PF is out. We need a leadership that is in agreement with the people, a leadership that when they implement whatever they implement, the Zimbabwean people will be happy to support it. So the public confidence is what they are lacking in their economy, whether in their currency or whatever that they want to introduce. It will not work because Zimbabwean people are not happy with the ZANU-PF. Simple and straightforward. That's one thing that is causing them to fail. So if they don't want to accept it and they want to continue to do militarization of things, they will still come back to the same place again until they do the politics right. So that is the scenario. That is the situation on the ground. I want to appreciate you so much for those that continue to support our platform, especially this platform Live with Chatufa. It's our baby platform, but that is going to be doing quite a lot in the future. There is a great plan for this platform. So here we are just trying to grow it. So I'm just encouraging you to be part of this by also subscribing, liking, and also sharing. Introduce somebody to this platform. And by such time that we shall be using this platform for its real purposes, you shall see how it will benefit quite a lot of people. So thank you so much for joining me. Remain blessed. We are crossing over to the main channel, Chatufa Television Production, where we shall be doing other shows there. You are blessed.